nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. A snitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. A bitch, nigga, that's that shit.
How's it going, guys? Today, so finally, after getting the Scream films out the way and doing all that shit, today we are finally fucking getting to the Child's Play movies. I've only covered the first one, so I figured in this one we're going to go through all the movies, including the remake, and just give them a review. Now, I'm going to cover the TV show on its own because I would feel bad about covering the movies and then not covering the show, because the show directly ties in, unlike the Scream TV show and like other franchises like Nightmare on Elm Street that has its own TV series, or Friday the 13th or shit like that. So we're going to go ahead and cover all 7 mainline films and the remake, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it. I'm also wearing the shirt of one of my favorite fucking movies ever, Toxic Avenger. I'm hoping to cover that probably next month. I don't know about the whole franchise yet, but I definitely want to cover the first one. So yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. So the original Child's Play movie is about a mom whose name's Karen and her son Andy. She's struggling. She's working at a jewelry store, not making very much money, and she wants to get her kid a toy that he's been seeing all over TV and every commercial, the Good Guy doll, which previously to the events of this film happening, in the opening, we see that like the serial killer named Charles Lee Ray is running from cops. He got caught and ends up dying in this toy store. But before he dies, he does this weird ass fucking, I don't even know how to say the word, this weird ass like ritual thing, transfers his soul using the heart of the Damballa, which is this like amulet he wears. It's like some voodoo shit. There's a lot of lore behind it. If you watch more of the movies, it makes sense. Ends up transferring his soul. So not knowing that this doll is possessed by a fucking serial killer, she goes and buys one of the dolls from the blown up toy store off of a homeless guy, and some weird shit starts happening. The babysitter gets killed. They think it has to do with Andy. It's not. We watch Chucky feed him a bunch of shit, and throughout most of the first half of the film, the first act, we think that Chucky's just a load of bullshit and it's this kid and he's crazy. Well, we come to find out it's definitely not, and he's going around killing people and doing a bunch of crazy shit. He kills the guy that was his getaway driver who left on him and was the reason he ended up getting killed. And throughout the film, we just see him terrorize fucking everyone around this family. He terrorizes the fucking therapist that Andy's at, kills him, babysitter, terrorizes fucking Karen herself, trying to drive her crazy. And she's like, fucking, everybody thinks she's insane, but she's really not. At the very end of the film, we watch Mike Norris and Karen fight off Chucky, and he's trying to kill them. And they end up killing him, and it makes for a really good scene whenever Chucky's on fire and still comes back. And even after getting shot, he's still talking. And overall, it's a very well fucking made film. Like, if Chucky went back to the roots of the old films and like genuinely showed off the horror instead of the comedy, because if you watch the show, the first season of the Chucky show is really good. I'd say it almost has that atmosphere to it. Not like the mystery of Chucky's a doll or is possessed, but it brings back the sense of Chucky genuinely being fucking scary. Like a doll possessed by a serial killer, like that's terrifying. But a lot of the films don't capture the magic of this first one. Now, I love every single Chucky film with all my heart. Even Seed of Chucky, Cult, like all those films. Curse is also another good example because that movie is fucking terrifying. That was the first one I watched out of the whole Child's Play franchise, and that movie was genuinely scary. Like, Chucky's fucking terrifying in that. I would almost say he's scarier in that than he is in the first one because he just doesn't give a fuck, and he's just killing off his whole family. But this is a very well-made movie. Brad Dourif's fucking voice acting as Chucky is amazing. Like, Diamond Cini's writing's great. I'm glad they didn't go with the original route of Blood Buddies or whatever the fuck the original name of the first movie was. Or, no, like the original title for it. I think it was either Blood Buddies or is Batteries Not Included or some shit like that. Referring to the scene whenever Chucky doesn't have his batteries in and Karen finds that out. But this film is just fucking, it's great. It's a great fucking work of art. Like, people dog on horror movies saying that they're very stereotypical and they have a lot of tropes and they're all the fucking same and all this other shit, but they're genuinely great movies. Now, there's a lot of trash in there. There's a lot of low budget movies.
I mean, fucking take a look at the Friday 13th movies. They're all those movies are fucking tropes. Like, literally, it's the same thing for every single one. Now, they're good movies, but, like, they get progressively dumber and dumber as they go on. Same thing with Chucky. But I kind of like the way they reinvent the franchise by adding that comedy to it and then making them fucking scary and then going the cult, which there's aspects of both. Then we get the TV show. And I'm not going to lie, the second and third season aren't my favorite, especially the third season. I cannot lie, that season pissed me the fuck off. I like the concept of Chucky being in the White House. It's a cool idea, but there's a lot of shit in that season that I could talk about, and when we get there, then when we get there. Like, but that season's not great, and especially the fucking ending of that season genuinely struck a nerve in me because that shit was terribly ended, and then they canceled the fucking series. So hopefully we get some sort of conclusion, but we're not even fucking a little bit into the franchise. We still got 7 other movies to go, including the remake, and then fucking 3 seasons of a TV series. And that's not including if I decide to talk about the fan films at all, because I made a consecutive decision to cover fan films at some point, because I know for a fact when I cover the Friday the 13th movies, I will be covering the Never Hike Alone ones and all the other fucking fan films with that. And I might even talk about the fucking TV series and the comics. I don't know. There's a lot of shit you can dive into with horror, because just being new to the genre, which I'm not new. I've been watching horror for fucking years. I've made my own movie. That will also get talked about at some point. But, like, I love horror, and when talking about a franchise, there's so much shit to dissect. Take a look at something like the Alien franchise. There's so many games, TV series, comics, all this shit. And I'm going to do the same with Chucky, considering Chucky is my favorite horror villain of all time. I fucking love those movies with my whole heart. Like, I love those movies. Those movies are fucking fantastic. You can hate on them. You can point out their flaws, but they are great movies. So I guess I'll leave it at that, and we'll go ahead and jump to the end. Alright, guys, so we are going to go ahead and jump straight into this and get into the Child's Play movies. So we're going to go ahead and start talking about Child's Play 2. I thoroughly, very much enjoy this, and I enjoy this film a lot. Andy is really good in it. His foster sister, Kyle, is great. Like, I love every part of this movie. Chucky is intimidating. There we go. Intimidating is, as fuck. Like, he is genuinely scary while still, cracking jokes and stuff. But he's terrifying in this movie. So, essentially, we follow Andy after he goes into the foster care system after the first movie because nobody believed his fucking mom, which, I mean, ended up, we see how that goes later in the franchise. But, so he's in the foster care system. He gets adopted. He has a stepsister. Well, Chucky comes back after being put back together and just starts, trying to just fuck everything up for him. He ends up killing his school teacher, ends up making his foster parents think he's insane, ends up killing them, too. And then in the final fucking act takes place in the Good Guy Factory. And I'm telling you, out of probably close to the 2,000 horror movies I've seen, that final act in the Good Guy Factory is probably one of the best set pieces I've ever seen in any fucking horror movie. It is awesome, bro. I love it so much because there's so much stuff going on. The dude ends up getting killed and getting his eyes, replaced with good guy doll eyes, and then Chucky gets turned into, that big molten goop thing. That's cool, bro. I cannot lie. There's so much good going on with this movie. I prefer it over the original, in my opinion. Chucky's scary in the first one, and that's a really good movie. But Child's Play 1 and 2 are definitely up there for some of my favorite horror movies of all time. And the writing's good, acting's good. Brad Dourif as Chucky is just phenomenal as usual. He is great in this movie. And, he's just, this is probably one of the best, if you don't want to watch all the Chucky movies and you're like, oh, I don't really care about, the lore and, the storyline, and you just want to watch a good Chucky movie, please watch Child's Play 2. I don't have anything negative to say about it. It's a masterpiece. It is, probably top 5, top 10 best horror movies of all time, in my opinion. Such a great movie. And, I regret, taking so long to make these reviews because these movies, these first, 3 Child's Play movies are phenomenal. I love all the Chucky movies with my heart because I've seen them hundreds of times. Same thing with the show. I could say that for less with season 2 and 3. But that first season and the first 7 movies, including the remake, I love those movies with my heart because I've watched them so much. And like I don't have anything else to say. Overall, this movie's great. The kills are solid, acting's great. Chucky, the fucking animatronic looks amazing. Like it's a good movie. So we're gonna go ahead and jump up and go ahead and just get straight into Child's Play 3. All right, so moving on to Child's Play 3, I have a lot to say about this film. A lot of people give this movie shit, saying it's the worst like movie in the Child's Play franchise. But low key, I don't agree with that statement in the slightest. I think this is probably one of my favorite. Like I would, it's really tied for me. But I would personally put it over the first and second Child's Play movie. That might be a controversial ass take, and I don't really care because I think it's a good ass movie. I like the setting. People say it's overdone, all this other shit. It's a good movie. Quit trying to be fucking different. The end, like the. Sorry, I had a brain fart, low-key. But like the fucking what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it. The set piece for the final act at the fucking carnival ride, that's cool as shit. Andy all grown up in military camp, it's a cool idea. Chucky trying to possess a new kid, that's also cool. I mean, this movie has some pretty good ass kills. The way Chucky dies when he gets chopped up with that fan. The only thing I don't like about it is the paintball fight scene, because that shit is not realistic at all. You cannot load fucking paintball guns with real fucking bullets. I mean, yeah, it's movie logic, but still, I mean, if you're not fucking slow, you know that's not how that works. So, but other than that, it's not a bad movie in the slightest. I fuck with it hella, and I don't have anything negative to say about it, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so now we're on The Bride of Chucky, which is kind of, it's not controversial for the first, I mean, it is in a sense, because it's very different. It's a lot more comedic, and the idea of giving Chucky, a fucking serial killer who was shot dead, possessed a doll, and like was killing hella people in gruesome ways, giving him a wife, is kind of an odd detour from the original first three movies. But I mean, the continuity is the same. Like, we begin with the movie with Jennifer Tilly picking up evidence from the the evidence locker of Chucky's like remains, stitching them back together, and then him killing her not boyfriend, I don't know how to explain. He's played by David Arquette. His name's Damien, I think. But like, this movie starts off with a pretty good fucking bang. Like, that first kill is pretty solid, and then Officer I can't think of his fucking name, whenever Tiffany slits his throat. But it's a really good fucking intro for a pretty solid movie. It's comedic. There's good kills in it. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the fucking romance plot with fucking Jesse and Jade and their fucking Bonnie and Clyde bullshit. Like, they don't trust themselves enough in this movie, and it's kind of annoying, I can't lie. Like, they fucking get married, and like, why would you get married if you can't even trust your significant other because you think they're the ones fucking killing people? Like, I don't know. It pisses me off a little bit. And then we have shit like the Chucky and Tiffany sex scene, which, I mean, I don't think was really needed, but like, we low-key all wanted to see that. Maybe just me, my bad. Anyways, but I mean, it's not like, I don't think by any means it's a pretty fucking solid movie. I hear a lot of people say it kind of like ruined the franchise. It was like the downfall, but it's a good movie in my opinion, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. It's funny, it's meta, it fucking has some great kills. Chucky, Brad Dourif and Jennifer Tilly have such good fucking chemistry in this movie. It's unreal. Like, it's a good movie. And I'm pretty excited to talk about Seed next, because Seed of Chucky is also a movie that gets hated on a lot, but I fuck with it hella. Alright, so now we're on to probably, I don't know if I'd say it's the most hated movie in the franchise, but I would probably assume that it is. I can't lie with you. Seed of Chucky. Now, this movie's pretty interesting just because of the fact, we're doing another new concept with Chucky having a kid, because at the end of Bride of Chucky, Tiffany gives birth to Glenn because they had unprotected doll sex. So that's another thing that doesn't really add up in these movies, but it's whatever. But we follow Glenn in like the first 20 minutes of the movie, finding his parents because they're making a movie about Chucky using the real life dolls involved in the fucking murder. Like, what? That's not It's not very logical, but okay. So we follow them. In this movie, Jennifer Tilly's a real actor. So we have Jennifer Tilly playing herself and playing Tiffany, and then fucking the body swap at the end where she takes over Jennifer Tilly's body. It's so fucking confusing in these movies. Sometimes I don't know if Jennifer Tilly is supposed to be Jennifer Tilly or if she's supposed to be Tiffany. Like I genuinely don't fucking know. It's confusing. But anyways, yeah, so we watch them do that. We see cameos from Redman. Like, it's a goofy movie, like, especially the fucking masturbating doll scene where Chucky gets caught by John Waters beating his shit through a fucking window into a cup. So, because they end up using Chucky's semen to impregnate Jennifer Tilly. So, yeah, that's a interesting statement if you've never seen this movie. But, so that happens. And then the kills in this movie are pretty solid. I know for a fact, like, Redman's kill is pretty good. What else? John Waters' kill is pretty solid. Chucky getting chopped up is pretty good. Like, I mean, there's some good kills in this movie. I can't lie with you. Also, like, I know this movie's really... It's almost like a parody of the fucking Chucky movies at this point, even though it's a mainline film. Because, like, Jennifer Tilly, by chance having a voodoo pregnancy and having twins, one's a boy, one's a girl, is just kind of... I don't know. And this movie introduced a lot of, like, fucking new lore to, like, the fucking Heart of Damballa and all the fucking voodoo shit that has been introduced in the first 4 movies. So this is kind of where it starts to get kind of messy, but I mean, I don't mind it. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's a fun watch. Like, you can turn this shit on and I'm not gonna get bored by it. Like, I will genuinely enjoy it because I think it's fucking hilarious. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I don't think it competes with the first 4 Child's Play movies. I don't think it competes with any of them in the slightest, but I think it's definitely one of the funniest Chucky movies. And, like, I mean, that's a pretty good quality right there. Like, I can't hate on it. I mean, it's, like I said, there's scary Chucky, like, serious Chucky, like, serious tone, like, you know, Child's Play 1, 2, he gets a little bit more goofy in the third one, but he's still meant to be scary, Curse, and then, like, kind of in the first season, but at that point, he's not really menacing because of all this fucking stupid-ass lore they're adding. I mean, like, the show's good, but all this shit about him splitting his soul into 100 different good guy dolls is just fucking... It's just kind of retarded, I can't lie. But, I mean, it is an old idea that they introduced, they were going to do in Child's Play 3 with the scene where they're, like, picking up the fucking silicone corpse of Chucky and his blood's dripping into the vat of fucking silicone that makes the dolls. So they were going to introduce that originally. That would have been interesting to see that in Child's Play 3, but, I mean, I don't mind at all that they introduced it later in the franchise. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into Curse of Chucky, which might genuinely, like, other than Child's Play 2 and 3, I don't know, this might be my favorite Chucky movie, I can't lie. Alright, so we're probably on to my favorite Chucky movie, and I think this is Chucky at his scariest, other than the first film, I can't lie. Chucky is genuinely fucking scary in this movie right here. Curse of Chucky. Okay, so this was some backstory behind this film. Some OG lore for people who don't know. Curse of Chucky was my first horror movie I ever watched. I was like 3 or 4, and I remember watching it with my parents back whenever we lived in Springfield. And, like, my whole family's obsessed with the fucking horror genre. Like, all of them love it, like, in a sense. I mean, my uncle and my grandma are pretty big into it, but, like, all of them have their fucking movies they enjoy. Like, my mom enjoys the Saw movies, mine ended up being fucking Chucky, but I remember watching this shit, and it genuinely scared me, because I had such a big fear of Chucky for a long-ass time. I could not get over it, and then I fucking got super in the horror, because, like, obviously when you're 3 or 4, you're not comprehending that these movies are fucking fake. So I was scared of that shit for a minute, and then I got really into the franchise and horror in general. I mean, like, I own probably close to 2,000 horror movies now, and there's so many ups and downs in horror, but this was a good ass opening film into my journey of horror. Like, it really opened my eyes, and I think that's what really, I mean, obviously I was young as shit, but I mean, it definitely spiraled from there. Me wanting to make movies, me wanting to talk about horror movies, me fucking being obsessed with dead meat, like, but enough with the fucking yapping. So this movie's about, we follow Nika after her mom dies mysteriously, not knowing what it's from. Well, we do as the audience, because they get a fucking good guy doll delivery at the very fucking first 5 minutes of the movie. But so after she dies and Nika's disabled, she's in a wheelchair. So we watch her family, her sister, her sister's husband, and then their kid and their nanny come over and kind of like watch over the house, you know, while she's there, seeing if any weird shit's going on. And throughout the movie, there's a lot of good fucking shit. I mean, it's a confined setting, but it works in this movie's favor so damn well. This movie is genuinely fucking creepy. Like, if you're trying to, like, if you're trying to have, like, a little watch party, watch a good-ass horror movie with some, like, people, like your friends and shit, or if you have, like, a girl over, this sounds corny as fuck, watch Curse of Chucky. You don't really, like, there's lore in it, like, they talk about the previous films, they mention Andy Barclay, they mention Jennifer Tilly at points. Jennifer Tilly's in the end of the movie in the post-credit scene, so is Andy, but we'll get into that in a minute. But, like, this movie is fucking genuinely creepy. Like, Chucky is fucking scary, because for the first half of the movie, like, obviously we know that he's alive, but they fake us out pretty damn good, I can't lie. Like, Chucky doesn't fully fucking become Chucky and start talking and shit until probably about halfway through the movie, so it's kind of a slow burn. And, like, the scene where we first see him fucking talk with Nika's niece, Alice, under the blanket, that scene was genuinely fucking creepy, because Chucky without the scars in this movie, like, that design is fucking creepy, like, especially when he's, like, moving and talking. Like, I'll have to put a clip of it or something, but it's fucking scary, like, genuinely. Like, I don't even have words for it. Like, it, like, terrified the fuck out of me. It's probably the scariest Chucky design, in my opinion, because it's so uncanny looking. And then there's a good twist in this movie. I mean, it's not like anything insane. Well, actually, there's a couple good twists. One of them is pretty fucking crazy, and the other one's like, you just weren't expecting it. So throughout the movie, we think, what is his fucking name? It's Nika's sister's husband. I almost want to say his name is Paul, but I can't remember for the life of me for some reason. But we're, like, throughout the movie, they're hinting that, like, he's having an affair on his wife, Nika's sister, with the babysitter that they brought with. And turns out that Nika's sister's the one having an affair with her. And one of the most shocking kills in this movie, it's not, like, insanely violent or nothing, but it's pretty fucking well set up and it's creepy. So they're on call. It's, like, they're in the same house, obviously, but hold on. I gotta look at these characters' names. Hold on. Okay, after the slightest bit of research, I finally fucking remembered it. But, so Barb and Jill, Barb being Nika's sister, Jill being the fucking nanny, okay, whatever. So Barb's sleeping next to Ian, her husband, and in the, like, they're having, like, not phone sex, but, like, they're, like, flirting over call. And, why can I not think of her fucking name now? Why am I fucking blanking really bad? Jill. There we go, my bad. So Jill is sitting here with her computer plugged into the floor, and it's raining outside because it's rained throughout, like, majority of the movie. And they have a little bucket that has, like, raindrops going into it. Chucky kicks that shit over and electrocutes her. And in this scene, Chucky looks genuinely fucking creepy. Like, I cannot put my finger on it for the life of me, but he looks uncanny as fuck. And that scene really caught me off guard when I was younger. That and the fucking axe kill with Ian, that shit was scary as fuck too. And then the confrontation with Nika and Chucky, that scene fucking, that twist that Charles Lee, like, Ray was a fucking family friend, and that Nika's mom was pregnant with her, and the opening of the Child's Play was after he got caught, like, having her, like, held captive, and was about to, like, kill her, and that's why Nika is, like, in a wheelchair, is because she got stabbed in her stomach. So, really fucking interesting scene. And another, bro, whenever Chucky takes off, like, the shit covering his scars, in the scene wherever he's in the attic with Jill, that shit is fucking creepy, bro, because his one-liner, it wasn't even a one-liner. He said, there's no God or some shit. And because Barb said something about, oh my God, or I'm fucking just nerding out at this point. But that shit was fucking creepy. It was like, Chucky was genuinely scary in this movie. And the ending with Nika getting put in a mental institution because nobody believes her, that's fucking scary. And then I fuck with the ending with, there's several fucking, there's 2 post-credit scenes. Well, also Jennifer Tilly's in this movie as herself, possessed by Tiffany, I guess, yeah. And she goes to get the, like, evidence of the doll, and that's what kicks off Cult of Chucky. But we get the end credit scene where Chucky gets shipped to Alice's house after Nika's obviously put in a mental institution and both of Alice's parents are dead, and we watch him start to do the incantation on her, and then her grandma like pops up with a bag over her head. That was pretty creepy. And then the scene where Andy gets him and just fucking pumps that motherfucker in the face with a shotgun, that shit was pretty tough too, I can't lie. But I don't have anything negative to say about this movie. Like, genuinely, this is a good-ass film. Like, notice how I was talking about this one the longest? Because I have so much history with this film. And, like, I genuinely, like, I like it a lot. I just, like, I don't have anything negative to say. So, I'm really, like, Curse and Cult I have a lot of memories with because I remember watching them super young. Let's see, I was 3 or 4 whenever I watched, no, I was 4, never mind, I was like 4, I think 4 or 5, watching Curse, and then I was like 8 or 9 when Cult came out, so, yeah, I don't know, there's a lot to talk about with these movies just because I fuck with them really heavy, so. Alright, so now we're on the Cult of Chucky. Now, this movie's pretty fucking badass, too, I can't lie. Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin with this one. So the opening scene's pretty cool with Andy Barclay going on a date with a girl and her doing research on him and finding out about his fucked up past, which I don't know what you do in that situation because, I mean, at this point, I don't think you can really deny the proof of Chucky just because, I mean, you can't deny that shit. Like, there's so many, this fucking good guy doll is just at the scene of every fucking murder. That has nothing to do with it, you know? Even though Chucky exists in the same universe as fucking Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. Like, I don't know. Let's just be serious for a minute. Whatever. But, so, we see that, and then we also see that he has the Chucky, so he has Chucky, like the one that's been through all the movies, and then, like, the OG fucking Chucky. Like the regular one before his soul was split up into all these fucking dolls. He has his head locked up in a safe after blowing his shit off at the end of the last movie. So he keeps him locked up, and we follow them throughout the movie as well. But the main plot is Nika in this mental asylum, and Chucky start popping up. They start transferring their souls in between dolls, and then, I don't know, it's pretty fucking interesting, I can't lie. There's a lot of interesting shit going on in this movie. We meet Multiple Malcolm, a guy that has different personalities and then also claims to be Chucky at certain points, saying he's possessed. And some of the kills in this movie are pretty fucking gory, I cannot lie. There's some good ass shit in here. This is, like, in my opinion, I might prefer this more than season 1 of the Chucky show, and that first season is pretty damn solid, I cannot lie. Season 2 kind of tanks, and then season 3, I don't know what the fuck to say about that. That'll be its own review. Like, there's stuff in season 3 I like, but that's not the point. We're not talking about season 3 or fucking the Chucky show in general in this video. So, there's a lot of good ass kills. The acting's pretty good. Fiona Dorff, or it's Brad Dourif's daughter, but she is a fucking phenomenal actor. She plays Nika with so much fucking character. It is unreal. Nika is one of my favorite final girls in all of horror. Like, genuinely. She's up there with fucking Laurie Strode for me. And fucking, what the fuck's the name of that girl from Candyman? I can't think of it. I don't know why I can't think of it. Hold on. I gotta find it. Helen. Wait, she wasn't even the final girl. She fucking died in the end. Almost final girl. I low-key forgot that she fucking does die. But, you know, she has family throughout the other one. I don't know. I'll shut my fucking mouth. But Nika's up there with, like, Sally Hardinson and, like, Laurie Strode and fucking all these, like, kick-ass final girls, bro. Nika is... I fucking hate that they nerfed her shit in the fucking TV show. Like, spoilers ahead. I mean, obviously, if you're watching a fucking review, you're going to expect spoilers. But they nerfed Nika's shit. They cut her fucking legs off at the end of season 1. Like, such a good character. And she was so underused in that first season. And I don't think... she's in season 3 a little bit, I think. But she's also and she's not really in season 2 that much either. But they nerfed her fucking shit, like, bad. So, I look back on these movies, Curse and Cole, and I'm like, damn, this is a tough-ass final girl. And, like, I don't know. I was never a big fan of the fact that they ended it with her getting possessed and then waited fucking... Let's see, this movie came out in 2017, and I think the first season of the Chucky show aired in, I want to say 2021. That sounds accurate, I think. Yeah, 2021. And we had to wait, like, fucking 4 years for that. I mean, yeah, pretty big project, but still, I don't know. They nerfed Nika's shit, and it's a little unfortunate, I can't lie. But overall, this is a good-ass film. Dr. Foley, his death is fucking good. When he gets his head stomped in, that motherfucker had it coming the entire film. Like, I don't think I had a moment of sympathy for that character at all. He was weird. Like, that was probably... I mean, he's well-written, but he's weird. And I think everybody was, like, rooting whenever he was getting killed. I can't lie. But, like, my point being is just that that ending always throws me off because then I realize how underused Nika is in the Chucky show. And I don't even know what they're going to do. Like, I don't know. We'll discuss it at the end of the video after I cover the remake. But we'll get into, like, the future of what's going to happen with Chucky because I have a lot to say about that. All right, final film to talk about in this video is the Child's Play remake with fucking Mark Hamill as Chucky. Now, I'm going to get flamed for this. I messed with this remake pretty heavy, I cannot lie. I watched it in theaters, came out I think the same exact day as Toy Story 4. My mom and sister went and watched that, and me and my dad went and watched the Child's Play remake. I gotta say, I do really enjoy this movie. Yes, the idea of him being a rogue robot is kind of odd. Like, if you think about it, we started from Voodoo, and then now we're getting a remake where he's like an AI robot. But I do mess with the remake, I can't lie. I'm kind of sad it never got a sequel because I liked the idea of it. It was interesting, and it was different. Like, it wasn't a beat-for-beat remake. Like, it was different. For the longest time, Child's Play also was one of the horror franchises that was ongoing that never got a remake. And then we got this remake, and, like, it was different. I can't lie. I always do think it's odd that they continued the franchise. Like, the main franchise after this remake didn't really do great. Like, I think it definitely made money, but it didn't make a big enough splash to warrant a sequel. Plus, Orion Pictures or whatever that company's called, the company that made RoboCop 3 or whatever, I believe they only had the rights to the first film. So, they had the rights to the name and Chucky in that first movie, but they don't have the rights to Child's Play 2 through fucking all the Of Chucky movies. So, I'm kind of glad they continued, like, the actual mainline story instead of covering continue with the remake. But basically, in this movie, I'll go ahead and just jump into it because I'm yapping. We open with a factory worker killing himself and doing some goofy-ass code with this buddy doll, because they're not called good guys in this, they're called buddies. And our main character, Andy, gets one of the dolls. It's programmed weird, and then it ends up killing people who, like, hurt him or do goofy shit. There's a couple pretty solid kills in this film that I like a lot. I really like the lawnmower kill, like where there's like watermelons and shit. That's a good kill. I like that one a lot. I mean, like, it's not a bad written movie in my opinion. Like, I don't know if I'll get flayed for that, but I enjoy this remake a pretty fair amount. And I don't know. I wonder what the world would be like if we lived in a world where we got a sequel to the remake and they just ended doing the mainline films. I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. Just because, like, I would have hated to see Nika's story, like, unfinished. Same thing with Andy. Andy, I mean, that was a cliffhanger ending. Obviously, we got, like, the resolutions to it, but still. So, in conclusion, I gotta say, Child's Play is probably one of my favorite horror movie franchises. You can say it's consistent or not, but it's a fucking fun franchise, bro. Every single movie hits, and I mean, like, some movies might tickle your fancy more than others. All these movies are just bangers, bro. I remember when I was younger, I would literally sit down and just marathon the movies all day and rinse and repeat every weekend because I love these movies with my full heart. I love Chucky beyond belief. My first short films I ever made when I was like 7 or 8, they were about a killer doll, like literally parodying Chucky. So I've always loved Chucky, and it's really damn unfortunate that they canceled the TV show. That ending was bad. The ending was really bad this season 3. The one where fucking, why am I blanking? That ending where Jake, Lexi, and Devin, like, get trapped in that fucking glass case. I don't know, that shit threw me off. Like, hell, I don't like that ending at all. I think, like, I don't even know. It's been a minute since I've rewatched season 3. The White House plot is interesting, and I like it. But I don't know, man. Like, I think they were dead ass just running out of ideas, and they were kind of just throwing shit to the ceiling, to see if it would stick. And some stuff did hit. The White House idea, that's a cool idea. I fuck with that. The ghost in the White House, little less, but it's still an interesting concept. Chucky aging, I fucking hate that. I hate, like, why are we having some voodoo curse where he just fucking ages all of a sudden? It's so stupid. It's genuinely, like, I've never been so pissed off by an ending to a TV show ever. And it sucks because it got canceled. Now, I don't know if I would have wanted to see what they had in store after that because it probably would have been some dumb shit. But who knows? I just know that I seriously enjoy all 8 of the Chucky movies. I enjoy that first season, and I mean, like, I like to dabble in the second season. I like it. There's just some shit that's just, like, iffy. Like, I don't like the idea of buff Chucky and all these other, like, alter egos. I mean, it's interesting ideas, but Chucky's a horror franchise, and you're just throwing shit to the ceiling. And I'm not dissing on Don Mancini. I think he went a great direction with this franchise. I think he genuinely honed it. I think it's honed it. Honed it and made it his own. But I think we should have learned by, like, letting him work on the TV show after Seed of Chucky, because obviously Seed of Chucky is a comedy, but if you're gonna have a Chucky TV series, I don't want to have a full season of just goofball shit. Chucky getting his nuts fucking felt on in season 3, like, bro, I was cringing watching that shit. I'm like, we can't be for real. I mean, yes, we've had doll sex scenes and all this other shit, but those were for borderline comedy Chucky movies. Like, this series has been pretty, like, that first season was pretty serious. So that's why, like, I don't understand the direction they took it, bro. I hope they do something innovative for, like, the next movie they make, because I know they're planning on making another Chucky movie. I just hope they lock in, bro, and they don't sell this, because if they ruin this shit, then I don't know how I'm going to feel, because Chucky is my favorite horror movie franchise. No matter what you put out, I'm going to go watch it. Like, no questions asked. What I do hate, though, is when they fuck up the franchise and they just start throwing shit at the wall. Like, they literally, like, I don't know, man. It's just so hard to explain. With a franchise I personally love so much, it just pisses me off to see that they don't even, like, they're just giving fucking creative control to anybody at this point. Like, I don't know. There's so much stuff in that last season that just didn't stick. There was maybe, I could probably give you a top 3, maybe top 4 list of a lot of stuff that did stick, but everything else is fairly fucking negative for me. I cannot lie. That third season was way too comedic. I mean, there was a lot of dark shit in it and interesting concepts. And then you fucking mix in all this comedic bullshit. Like, yes, Bride of Chucky mixed it pretty well, but this season does not mix it well at all. Like, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, if that makes sense, I guess. But I don't know. I'm done hating. We'll cover the TV show when we get to it, and y'all will get my more in-depth thoughts when we go episode by episode. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and we can get to the outro.
Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. A little bit of a longer video, but not insanely long. I really did enjoy covering these movies a lot. These are very, very important films to me, so I figured I'd go ahead and cover them for y'all. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to cover It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2, so those will be pretty good reviews. I'm excited for those. But other than that, guys, I don't got anything else to say. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and peace.